Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming and Miniatures video. In today's video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. And in today's What's in the Box, we're going to be looking at some 15mm Panther tanks, German Panther tanks. Something I just recently learned, if you see a black header on their box, that lets you know that it is a 15mm miniature. So if I have a store and I've got all these miniatures on the wall, the black header lets me know, all the black headers go together, all the red headers go together, all the blue headers go together. That lets me know this is a 15mm box set. And a little heads up there. All right, this comes with 5 vehicles, so it says. And it's by Plastic Soldier Company. Doesn't really say a whole lot on the front, so let's flip it and see what it says on the back. All right, the box gives you a little paint scheme job there. I'm sure you can find a ton of different paint jobs online. Each sprue, okay, there's 5 Panther tanks. Each sprue has options to build either the A, D, or G. And includes commander figures and stowage. Okay, so we'll have to take a look and see exactly what that is. It gives you guidance on what Vallejo paints you might use to paint these. And then right up here it says the vehicle body, base coat, desert yellow. The camouflage is dark green and medium brown. That's kind of what you're seeing here, dark green, medium brown. And then tracks and guns use gunmetal. When they say guns, they're talking about machine guns. Wheels, black, gray. So when they're talking about the wheels, they're talking about the rubber that goes around the bogey wheels, a black gray. Leather seats use mahogany. I don't know, are you going to see leather seats on these? Okay, well, I guess we'll figure that out when I open this up and we take a close look at what you get inside. All right, so we get a bunch of sprues. Let's go ahead and put that box off to the side. There is a instruction sheet. I've noticed that with Plastic Soldier Company, it's hit or miss whether or not you get any kind of instruction sheet. And they color code it just like their boxes. Depending on what model you want to use, either an A, D, or a G, if you want to do the A, you would use the green parts. And if you want to use a D, you would use the blue parts, which looks like they duplicate the A and D, use a lot of the same parts, and then except for that one right there. Now, if you want to make G model, which is what I'm planning on making, you got to use these parts. And you'll notice, in my opinion, I'll notice that there are other parts here. Those are used in gray. Those are used on everyone, so you can definitely use those everywhere. And then they give you a little instruction sheet on how to actually assemble it. Very nice. Doesn't look like it's going to be super complicated. Okay, we get 5 sprues. They're all exactly the same, so we don't need to look at 4 of these sprues. We can just set those off to the side. We'll look at 1 sprue and just understand that it multiplied by 5. Okay, beautiful looking tracks, I have to say that. The tractor wheel looks like it's in 2 parts. Okay. The jack is pre-affixed to the back. The side armor is actually needed to be glued onto the side of the hull, and then the skirtsen Okay, these are side armors as well. Yeah, some of these have a lot more detail on them than others. The skirtsons have to be, or optionally, attached. The turret, two different mantlets, the gun, the toolkit. Oh, wait, there's another back right there with no jack, because I'm looking around to see if there's another jack around, because sometimes they'll put the jack up on the top or the side of the thing. Yeah, it's not on this side. And it's not on this side. Okay. 3 different styles of exhaust, depending on which one you're going to do. A couple of different crew. Okay, smoke dischargers. Couple of different crew. You got one cut off at the belt, and then another one cut off at the mid waist. So depending on, okay, and the driver's seat looks like you could put one of these crew members down inside the driver or the gunner's position to be sticking out. If you wanted, you could even take one from another sprue and have one tank fully unbuttoned if you wanted. Looks like a top machine gun right there. The hull looks interesting. This has a raised piece for the engine. A couple of jerry cans. I guess that's what the stowage they're talking about. A couple of boxes. You could close the hatches by putting these hatches on there. And this looks like the top hatch. There's a couple of different varieties, depending on which of the cupolas you use, and that's based on which model you put together. Okay, I do want to point out that there are no decals. These sets, Plastic Soldier doesn't normally include the decals. That does a couple of things. It keeps the cost low, but it also, they don't give you divisional decals that you're not going to be using, right? So it's not a waste. So if you want like 2nd Panzer Division, you would just order the 2nd Panzer Division decals. They sell those separately. That way you get exactly what you need for your army and not a bunch of decals that you're not going to use. Okay, now if you've never been to any of these What's in the Box videos, what we do is we kind of just gradually go over what you see here. But then what I'll do is I'll zoom in so you can see exactly what the parts look like. So now give me a second while I zoom in so we can take a look. All right, so let's take a look at, let's start down here. You got some tractors. We got some spare tracks that you can use for additional armor. Jerry cans, fuel tanks, other boxes. That's one of the backs with the jack hatches, machine gun. These are the tracks that you would glue on top of your bogey wheels. These two look like they would go flat on the ground, and then these two look like they would dip on your upper bogey wheels. Got your skirts, your shirts and skirts on the side. The side of your hull is like a separate piece. You get 2 sets of those. They go with 2 different hulls. I don't know why they don't just put it on the hull. Okay. Your bogey wheels. They look pretty good. They look quite nice. There's the, well, let's see if I can get this around. There you go. This is the hull with that raised engine filter cover. Under turret, I'm sorry, the lower hull. That's what I meant. And then this is the turret. Two different style of mantlets. The back of the turret. No, yes, back of the turret. There's the crew member. And then there's the other crew member. Smoke dischargers. Different style of machine gun mounts for the turret cupolas. Okay, now on the other side of the cupolas, you got like that's the type of hatch that would go with this, and then this is the type of hatch that would go with that one. This is the other hull with kind of a smooth filter engine deck. Your toolkit. Yeah, this 5 quick build models. I think I could do all 5 of these in a couple hours. All right, so you've seen all the Panther tanks. Now I'm not seeing any Zimmerit on any of these tanks. Just a smooth metal hull. No Zimmerit. Even though the box cover looks like there is Zimmerit on these Panthers. So a little bit disappointed, but I'll get over it. All right, now if you like coming to these what's in the box videos, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit the notification icon, because I upload videos every week and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you for coming out and checking this video out, and I'll see you in the next one.